All right, so we're going to look at term payments. Basically, if you're buying an appliance or sometimes even a car or anything that's kind of expensive, whoever you're buying it from might offer you a deal in terms of how much you're actually going to repay if you don't want to pay cash up front. So this person is buying a new fridge and dishwasher at $4,925. They're paying a 10% deposit and repaying the balance in monthly installments over 3 years. So interest on the balance, so after the deposit is paid, the interest is charged at a flat rate of 12% per annum, and flat is also important. And we need to work out the different parts of that. So typically how these questions work is they'll step you through it, okay, bit by bit, with each part relating to the part before it. Okay, find the deposit paid. We've just highlighted before it was a 10% deposit, so 10% of 4,925 equals 492.50. The balance owing. So if the original amount was 4,925, take off what was paid, 4,925 minus 492.50. So using a calculator, $4,432.50. Find the interest charged on the balance. So if that was the balance there, we had 3 years, 12% per annum, 3 years, 12% flat rate. So I equals PRN, the simple interest formula. The principal, 4432.5 times 12% for 3 years. And we get that number, 1595.7. The total to be repaid. So not only are they paying off this amount, they also have to pay off the interest. So 4432.50. So 6,000 to be repaid. Now that amount is being paid over 3 years every month. So they need to chip away at that balance every single month. 3 years per month. How many months is that? Well, 3 times 12 is 36. So there are 36 months to pay off that amount. So we need to divide. We get 167.45 per month. Find the total price paid for the package. So they're paying the 6028.2. They're paying that, but remember they also paid a deposit. They also paid the deposit already for 492.50. Okay, so 6,520.70. So because this person did not want to pay the cash up front, so remember they could have paid, if they had that in savings, they could have paid just under $5,000 for their fridge and dishwasher. But because Sonia decided that she wanted to pay on terms and pay quite a high interest rate for that, 12% is very high, she ended up paying just over $6,500. So almost an extra $1,500 over 3 years. And at the time, it might not sound like much. You might see that number here, $167 a month. That's not that much, but you actually are paying a lot of extra money. After 3 years' time, $1,500, that could buy you something else by that time. All right, another example. Jack and Jill purchase a home theatre system on a deferred payment plan over 2 years. So for the first 3 months, they're not going to make any payments. And then, really should get my highlighter out for this one. So $1,600 over 2 years, no repayments for the first 3 months, and then they're going to pay $105 per month. So calculate the total repayments. So what are they actually paying? They're paying $105 per month over 2 years, but remember the first 3 months there's no payments made. So for the first 3 months there's no payments made. 2 years is 24 months. Take off 3 months, there's 21. So they're paying 21 lots of $105, so $2,205 in total for a $1,600 home theatre system they'll be paying. How much interest did they pay? So how much extra? That'd be $605 in interest. Now, typically, these places that offer you payment plans are not just going to say, here's the interest rate, they also charge fees. So they were also charged a one-off fee of $25 plus an account fee of $4.95 per month. Find the total fees for 2 years. So they will have $25 one-off fee plus $4.95 for 2 years. So that's 24 months. So that's an extra $143 right there and 80 cents just in fees, not even interest. Part 2 of the question, what percentage of the purchase price was paid in fees? So we've got the fees there over the total purchase price, and I want to convert that to a percentage. Be interesting to see how much they're actually charging in fees. It's quite high just in fees alone. It actually made me double check, does that make sense? 8.987 blah blah blah, so to 1 decimal place that would actually round up to 9%. 9% just in fees. I would be very wary of buying on this particular company's payment plan. I always think it's better to pay cash if you have it.